Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make... Hey, that's a live ball. That fumble and securing it.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Johns. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you can definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got his man downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Hit right back to the line. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's the way they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding. Open.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Secures it at the 30.
The return is tackled down at the 37. And the Pittsburgh offense will take over.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Dropping back, it's Johns. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's the corner's second sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Since his first one of the day on the wing, we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Johns. Coming after him. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Pitt will line up and punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. The 40-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gonna run it. It's Freeman. Fighting off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Pitt pushing the pace. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Miles. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Keeps the legs moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Dances away again. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
He's looking to throw it. He slings it deep to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Steps away to find some room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. Still up. Missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, and be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Navy handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and
and it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Okay, ready?
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Hit right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Johns. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Dropping back, it's Johns. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Noles want to move quickly. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's John. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah.
He's got it at the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, no! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now this offense is back on the field. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
Off-play action on 1st down. Looking to buy time.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Johns. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To throw, it's Johns. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Pitt pushing the pace. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Pumps it downfield. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Anytime this guy has that much time to throw, you're not going to stop him from picking up the 1st down.
No, and he needs to go thank his offensive lineman right now. Thank you, big fellas, for keeping me upright. No pressure, could read the defense, make the strike, get the 1st down conversion.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Back to throw, it's Johns. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this.